good to be back, and thank you for coming for our Thursday session. And before we start, is there anyone new? That is no, right? So if there is no new people, so I don't need to introduce what is or how do we practice meditation here. So as you already know, Thursday is the little bit longer session. So are you ready for that part? But for the part that you are about to start, make sure you put your mobile phone in silent or put it in no disturb or anything that it won't disturb our meditation. That will be fine. And also, if you need to use toilet, now is the time. Before we can start, you don't want to go into toilet in your inner peace time, right? And last but not least, make yourself be comfortable. If the chair that you are sitting are not enough, well, there are cushions and foot support. Either way that make you feel comfortable, but not too much. If it's too much, we will know whether you are falling asleep or not. All right, so our staff will be waking you up, so that way you will get back on track and continue our inner peace journey together. So at the end today, there are some announcements, so please stay tuned, and thank you very much for the time. If you are ready, please raise your hand, please. Thank you. Ready? Okay, good. Now I know everyone is with me. All right. Then let's not waste our time and continue to our meditation. All right. Let me put this, I don't know the time. Here we go. Okay, good. All right. Now, if everyone is ready, let us begin our inner peace time. I would like to start by invite everyone finding yourself in the right and comfortable position without any tension or uncomfortable feeling on your body. And then gently close your eyes, making yourself feeling as if you are about to rest. Putting down everything aside on this moment. Begin to relax from the top of your head. Relax down to forehead and eyebrows. Loosen eyelids. If you feel that your eyelids are shutting too tight, gently reopen your eyes and close them down more gently. Relax every muscles on your face, making them feeling soft, and your head feeling light. Clear all the thought on the inside. Continue down to your neck, shoulder, arms, forearms, down to the tip of your hands. Adjusting your back and body properly, free from all the tension during the meditation. And relax your abdomen, allowing yourself breathing more easily. Continue down further from your hip to your legs and knees, down to the bottom of your feet, making sure that your whole body is properly adjusted. Once you finding yourself the balance in the relaxation, you would feel just right, being content to stay or where you are without further adjustment, feeling as if your whole body is light, empty, or transparent. When you are done adjusting yourself, continue on to adjust the mind. Empty your mind and finding yourself stay in the present, leaving everything aside. Begin to adjust the mind by imagine that yourself sitting in a place that you like to be by yourself, somewhere connected with nature, in a vast open space, feeling calm and peaceful, somewhere like on top of a mountain, or somewhere near the forest and the river, feeling calm and peaceful to be right there, without any concern or responsibility regard with people, animals, or anything that related to works. Enjoying yourself, being alone in your own world, without anyone or anything to disturb or bother you. Then take a deep breath. Slowly breathing out. Bring back your mind, your awareness inside while you breathe in. Empty the mind, clear all the thoughts while you breathe out. Slowly and gently resting the mind inside yourself at any point where you feel familiar or feeling just right to rest your mind. It could be at any point inside yourself, like somewhere around your abdomen. As you resting the mind inside, begin to observe your own mind using your feeling. Feeling the mind as if you feeling yourself inside. Maintain the mind inside as you progress using your feeling, while stay relaxed both body and mind throughout the meditation. Sometimes the mind may wandering outside if we got careless, but that's alright. Bring back our mind inside ourselves at any time without forcing yourself. By lightly imagine a star or shining sun inside yourself. Observe the star using your mind and your feeling. Let the star stay with the mind and shining inside. The glittering star guide the mind to stay within. Should your thought or the noise arise, disturb your mind, let it be, let it go, without following the thought. You may calm the mind down if you like, by recite the mantra in your mind at your own pace. You may use your own mantra or the following mantra if you like. And the mantra is Samma Arahang. Samma Arahang. Samma Arahang. Continue recite the mantra in the mind until the sound of the mantra fade away or disappear, which is the sign that now you have found inner peace inside. Finding yourself, maintain the mind inside. Observe and stay relaxed throughout the meditation. So as everyone continue toward inner peace, let us finding ourselves the comfort zone and inner peace inside on our own together until the appropriate time. Stay and still. Maintain the mind inside yourself. As our mind gradually come to a standstill, peace and joy slowly arise into the mind. Allow the mind to be open to love freely without any condition. Sharing your peace and joy that arise from the mind that's find inner peace toward everyone that you love. Starting from yourself to your family and friends. From yourself, sharing this feeling of joy and peace like a ripple. Expand as far and wide as you can. From yourself, cover everyone in this place, expanding further toward your home, your neighbor, your town, your city, your country, eventually the whole world. Expand your mind with joy, wishing everyone to be happy, free from all kinds of danger or suffering. May everyone finding inner peace just like yourself. May all the being free from any harms and danger. For those who are suffer, may they be happy. And for those who already happy, may they be happier, more and more. Spending our last few moments, spread loving kindness. Take a deep breath. Slowly breathing out. Maintain your mind, your awareness inside yourself. Continue on. Allow the mind to rest within as long as you can. So tonight, you can be mindful and rest with the mind inside, waking up tomorrow with the refreshed feeling, ready to start your new day. And be mindful in every moment. Sappha Puttha Nupavena, Sappha Dhamma Nupavena, Sappha Sangha Nupavena, Sattha Soti Bhavantu Te. Now slowly open your eyes. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoy your inner peace. It wasn't too long. We meditate about 45 minutes. Well, if it's over your limit, don't worry. Practice bit by bit, you will be able to, continue. But don't force yourself too much if you feel unable to relax. Starting with that feeling and maintain it. This is how you should progress. But if you're forcing yourself throughout the rest, well, please take your note yourself. How did you able to maintain the relaxation, and what and when did you losing it? So starting yourself adjusting, because when you meditate and if you're forcing yourself to be still, the mind may be struggle, and when you struggle you won't find peace. That's just how it is. Kind of like when someone forcing you to do something you don't like, it will be resisting, right? Similarly to our mind too, it should be volunteer to be still, not being forced. All right? But if this time is too long, maybe at your own private time, a little bit more relaxed. And come back later on. But as it is, maybe wondering why should you meditate for a long time? Or what would it do? Instead, maybe we can start with this something that can help you understand about meditation a little bit deeper and further. That by practice meditation, the length of time is also be kind of like a factor that allow you to progress. You may be wondering why the expert or even like those who are master are able to meditate for a long time. It is not to show off. It is not to be kind of like showing that they are the master or trying to being still. The thing is that the fact that when they find joy inside, you just want to stay. And when you want to stay, you just stay there, let it be. Kind of like when you enjoy eating your lunch. It's a good lunch. And you just keep eating. That's how it is. So when those who are finding joy, they're feeling this joy that keep arising. It's never end. But the length of the time that are able to maintain is kind of like the stomach that you're eating lunch. When you finally, I cannot stuff my stomach anymore, that is when you stop to stay still and then backing off and slowly by your own voluntarily to quit meditation. That is how it should be. All right, but as you progress at the moment, You can try with the length of time, or you can just try with your feeling of joy. The more you want to stay, the better you are able to still. And when you quit your meditation with the feeling you want to continue further, that's a sign. That's the right track for you. But if you're just feeling calm and peace, maybe it's not there yet, but don't worry, it's on the right track. But when you feel kind of like, what a waste of time, or feeling like struggle, feeling like you're not enjoying it, that's a sign. Maybe you should starting with another approach. Otherwise, if you start with the same thing, it's just gonna be the same thing every time you meditate. And the ball feeling will building up inside. And you're gonna questioning yourself, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? That's a sign. That's not the way. So when it's not the way, you should not starting and continue, because it's gonna be a bad habit. A habit starting from repeating. When do the same thing, repeating over and over, it become a pattern and behavior, and it become behavior further and further without thought. That habit become cutting inside, and when you close your eyes to meditate, you cannot force yourself to be still and be still and be still, and you will never find what is the true joy or the feeling of happiness from the meditation is really like. But there is one thing that can help. I find one way, but it is quite, I would say, difficult. But I recommend though. But it's not easy. Why? First of all, when I meditate alone, it's quite difficult to learn the technique, but you have to observe your own mind. But when you meditate as a group, as a big team, it may have some noise, something to disturb, which is unexpected and beyond your control, which is fine, which is common, right? But when you have everyone being in silence, the feeling of peace from one begin to resonate to each other, and it helps. This is the power of the group meditation. That is why when there are many people meditate, the power of inner peace, the power of silence can bring and resonate, help each other. And there is some scientific proof, but it was a long time experiment I found on internet. They found that when 5,000 people, or 1,000, I'm not sure about the number, please excuse me with my memory, it's been a while, right? Has not been refreshed yet. The thing was that when those people meditate together, they found that on that one day, about 18% of crime in that city is decreased. I don't know how it is related, but it just happened according to their research data that they're gathering at the time. So as it is, imagine it would happen if a whole town meditate together. What's going to happen? Even for just 20 minutes, it could bring a change. And that is why when you find yourself unable to meditate alone, how about try as a group? And if you are able to have, even if that group have someone who has a well maintained their mindfulness and I would say good meditation experience, it even help boosting the inner peace longer and better feeling. It's just how it's happened that way. So to find one of those person is not easy, I would say. So therefore, I would say, come meditate regularly as a group can also help your meditation experience to improve. And so that's what my suggestion is. Okay. But before we go further to our session today, before I go to that part, let me ask if anyone feeling relaxed. Could you raise your hand, please? Thank you. I forgot that. All right. Thank you. Oh, wasn't it too long? Sometimes the noise disturb, and if something happen. But when those noise or those things that disturb make you feel kind of like surprised, yes, not upsetting, surprised. Remember this part, it is beyond your control. And you cannot expecting anything to be the way you want. And that's just how the world is working. So if you feel, oh well, I'm just surprised. But then what? I'll just stay the same thing as it is. Because at the time everyone is still silent. I'll just go the same thing. Well, the thing is, if you just getting disturbed by the noise or the thought, It's just not gonna make you feeling unable to control it. And when you're unable to control, you're just gonna get irritated. When you get irritated, it's just getting worse and worse. So in this case, just let it be. We're just here to find peace. Something like this can help you sorting out your mind, your idea, your thought during the time of meditation. And you shall find yourself later to be accepting. When you begin accept, you submit and you just stay calm and it continue to be peaceful once again. That's how it is. Okay? And so with this, today, I was gonna bring topic talking about, well, right now this month is about Valentine, it's about love, conditional love, but if you maybe, since I'm just here, maybe some people want to know what have I experienced during past 2 months on outside England or UK, okay? So as it is, some people may not know me, have been meeting me for the first time while I am absent. So other thing is that, well, it's good to be back and welcome everyone here. While I was out, I went to different country, in a small country in the Middle East. It is called Bahrain. Does anyone know what is or heard of Bahrain before? You've been there, right? Yes, I've been there, and also I found that it is more than I was expecting, because I thought I might. Let's talk about the weather first, okay? I'm expecting it's going to be very hot, very warm, because it's the sand country. But when I go there are some trees, some grass, water. What is going on? But hey, I met some camel too. I even feed them, but I don't eat them though. So what happened was that in that country, they begin to filling the land from a small island. They expanding further, and at the time when I was there, the beach and the land is already filled, and they build a high-rise building. They have some building that's similar to the Dubai. Have you heard of Dubai? It has big rise building like a boat shape, but it doesn't have Khalifa high-rise building like that. But they're trying to copy the rise building. But the strange thing is that they're making building, but it's empty. There's nobody there. It's just like building and building, waiting for someone to filling in. It's kind of like that. When you go over there, and the land is so vast and huge, the house that we rent as our Buddhist temple. We have a center that where I stay, but it used to be a very high time. During the time when I wasn't there, I was told that there were like 2,000 Thai people, community over there, and they taking turn to come to the temple. So the temple was always busy with people. And contrast to when I went there were only 4 people. Only 4 people. But luckily, there were Thai people who were generous enough to feeding us. There were 2 owners of the Thai restaurant. One taking charge of offering breakfast, while the other offering the lunch time. But since it's a Muslim country, but it's quite open. We get to that part later. What open was that what I meant about Muslim countries that they don't eat pork, So I mostly have the time chicken and seafood. If you have them 1 or 2 meals, it's good. But it's almost every meal, chicken and seafood. Some fish too. Fish is fine, but there are shrimp, squid, and only those 2, shrimp and squid and chicken. That's that. And rice, yes. But in that country, they don't eat rice much. They eat like India food, like roti. No, I don't know what's it called in English. I forgot the name. But don't worry about it. You get the part right. It's like a big flour plaiting in a circle, and when you go to KFC, or I never been to KFC though, but they're offering me KFC like every week. So I never miss up chicken. I eating a lot until my feet hurt, and I checking myself. Have I eating too much chicken? My feet hurt a lot. So I was like, oh, I should stop. So I requesting, can I have some pork? And they give me like 2 days a week. So that's better. So a little bit changing of pace, but that's not bad. But the thing was that I finding out why there are so many chicken every meal and seafood. And one of my staff said, because it is a Muslim country, they don't eat pork venerable. Oh, that's a new knowledge for me. And then I realized on that part. So if you're gonna go across to that country, please note they have more chicken than pork. Okay, but they have some beef, but quite expensive. And one more thing, vegetable very expensive. Do you know why? It's a sand country, so it's difficult to grow. So not many salad. But our eating fruit banana is very good. But most of the staff in my temple, they don't eat banana. So they give me the whole chunk of banana every week. I could not finish a whole thing. So most of the time it's left over they cook it for the Thai dessert instead at the time. But that's my experience though. But here is what main thing about this country that's standing out than the other Middle East country is they open. They open to many religions. When I went there, they see the Buddhist monk, no question. But it's like, whoa, are you a monk? Yes, from where? Thailand. Whoa, they do like this. And can we have selfie with you? They don't ask, why are you here? There was some question like that, but less. But in this country, they open. They have like Hindu, Christian, Buddhism, and Islam. They're living together. At first, I didn't know, but about 4 days before I leave, they inviting me to host and welcome one of the important VIP from Germany. I was like, okay, there's nothing wrong. I'm free, so I went there. And this gentleman, this ambassador from Germany, he said he opened his mind. He said this country, Bahrain, is quite special and unique because it hosts many religions, many people in one country. And it's just kind of like gain attention from Pope Francis, right? Last year in I think it's either June or July. I'm not sure about the date, but I'm not there. But he mentioned that the Pope himself, the man, this ambassador, he's from Germany. Okay, he went and have some conversation time in private with the Pope, and he requesting, when are you gonna come to Germany? The Pope said, oh, I have my priority. I need to do that first. But the Pope come to Bahrain, spend days in there. That is something that should be marked because in Bahrain, it has unique and promoting what is called peace. They have bring many people from different beliefs, different faith into one country and living in harmony. So he asking how our community progress. And one of the priest, he is the head priest in charge of Christianity in the country. He said that every month there were about 2,000 people, Christian, came to the church and pray. And even some people from Saudi Arabia, which is like the brother country of Bahrain, people come to pray over there too. And they were like in few of the people in Buddhism come. It's my time to explain too. So but I didn't tell them that there were people coming. I mean, kind of like I didn't go and promote myself, but people coming to the temple without me reaching out to them. So they feel like, oh, so there are people, different faiths and organization came to meditate and learn Buddhism as well. Well, mostly not really learn, but more like they're making a place for them to feel that practice their Buddhist practice, kind of like that. So this is something that is feeling like the country itself is more like open to a different practice, but they are able to live together in harmony. And one thing that also quite interesting is that even though there were many people living, the land is vast, but they are kind of like not really ready for the rain. Whenever it's rain, it's always flood, and there is a road, but without any wind to release the water. So when it's flood, it's flood. So it takes some time for the water to dry out. And that's something whenever it's raining. And I was lucky enough when I was there, after Christmas time, it's raining for 2 weeks. From the cold weather, from the hot weather turned into cold. Remember, this is a sand country. Very much like Tatooine, in Star Wars. Have you seen Star Wars? It's a lot of sand. Everywhere you see sand, it's like that. And when you go outside, dust is making your eyes very itchy. So if you go there, you wonder why you want to putting sunglasses on or washing your eyes every day because it's a sand and dust. And whenever I met him once, there was sandstorm. So it's turned everything from bright and shining day, it's turned into everything dark and cloud and brown color. The air is all brown. So at the time when the storm comes, you don't go out. You just stay. I'm not sure how to put this. Have you ever seen Mission Impossible? When they go to Dubai, climb the country, and when the sandstorm comes, it's like that. You don't want to go out, trust me. You don't want to go out. Oh, how do I know? Yes, when I was in the plane, they played that movie. I was like, oh, that's how the sandstorm is look like. So that's So therefore, when you go over there, having a chance like that, you don't want to mess yourself with the sand, and it's itchy. And worse is, every day you're gonna have to dust your room, your home. It's sand coming. It's kind of like that. Oh, and one more thing for those who are dog lover, I'm sorry. They don't like dogs. So you won't see dogs in that country. You only see cats. And why? I don't know why, but there are no dogs, but there are stray cats everywhere. Very beautiful cats. But since they are no owner, they are very dirty and unclean. But if you're taking care of them, it's very nice and beautiful and pretty. So it's just like that, and how the country is. But one thing is, when as a Buddhist monk, for me, I going out, I don't feel harm, but I feel like a mascot or something. Everywhere I go, hey, can I take photo with you? All the time. One time, no problem. There was one time I went to, they call this is Bahrain. They promote the peace in their country. They bring all the embassy come and all the religious organization to promote, and they bring the people for this exhibition. Like they do this like every year, once or twice a year. And I went there during the Christmas time. And at the time, there were many people coming in, and at this time, how I was get to know each other, and we do a lot of activity together before I left. And that is how I able to understand about the promoting on peace and why they want to do this. They even put into practice. They inviting me to one time, almost time. Before I came here, last 2 weeks, they invite me to go to Rome to Vatican to have the meeting over there. So I've been there. I said, I can't go. I don't have money. They pay for my ticket, pay for my hotel, pay for my meal. Everything go 4 days for the trip. Well, why not, right? So I went there. So what happened was they have this kind of, they want to put together how they can find or achieve world peace. The one thing that during the seminar or conference that I went there, they put into practice by putting with the experiment and research. They bring all the researchers. How can they promote peace? So they come with one thing. They call this narrative. And I was lucky enough to speak with the lady who was the researcher. She's a researcher and she's a professor in Italy. She's having breakfast and lunch with me. So we're talking about that. She said that for the people to understand peace, it needs to start with the young generation. For this time now, no. But they start with young generation, especially for those who are capable of become a leader. Grow these people, promote this peace into their mind, and then bring them out by how they are expressing themselves with what is called peace. Because people, when they see each character, they begin to judge. They're starting this experiment by explaining yourself who you are, where you're from. So everyone's kind of like put into different groups, and they will have different research. I was there to observe. One thing is, I asked them, why don't you put my name on, why isn't there my name on the group of researching? And you know what they say? Off the record, they said, actually, we only asked you for the dinner, but since you were here in the conference, we just let you in. So like, what am I doing here then? So well, it's just fun. So just observe what they do. It's quite interesting. What they did is that they let people explain about themselves, but then they try to see how does everyone or the people among the group of researching thinking of each other. So if they come from different beliefs, different background, different religion, they will be kind of like thinking in different way. But if when you're explaining yourself or introduce yourself, you're starting with the words, with the key of narrative way that toward peace, people will be believing more of you as more peaceful people. But if you just speaking yourself like, I came from this country, they have the background idea of this country is like, and they would be thinking kind of like not in a positive way. But if you put your right word into the narrative about yourself in a peaceful way, the people begin to accept more easier. So this is one of the experiments that they were doing. But of course, they did it with the young generation, not our generation, of course. Okay. So this is something that I found, but that was during the time when I observed. For further research and activity, I felt like, well, sometimes they're using the words that I don't understand, some kind of technical term. So I feel like maybe it's time for me to leave. I stay only like for 30 minutes and left. So that is something that I learned during the time when I was there. But well, it's a good experience that I've been there. But one thing that I talked with this researcher, that's the end of our session today, was, I know that you want to promote peace. My master also believe in peace. Oh yeah? What is his idea about the peace? I like to know. Then she said, well, he believed that the peace should come from our mind, that thinking of peace. And she said, yes, I agree. But it should not come from just only writing. It should come from the way of thinking. True. My master believed that if our mind able to find peace, the way we think, the way we speak and act will also be at peace. And that to do that, for the mind to find peace, one should try how about meditating. And so I just suggest to her, before you're gonna do that narrative, writing down propaganda for the peace, instill to the people mind, how about you meditate first before you're gonna start writing down. It might be helping you finding peace easier. She agreed, but too bad. Our time are not quite limited. So while I was talking to her, she had to leave for the train in about an hour and a half. So, and she has not packed yet. So I don't have time to meditate with her. But at the very least, we will talk and exchange our name card. That's something that I was able to speak with the people over there at the conference. And so everyone, that's about the time. Is there any questions before we're going to end today? If that is no, allow me to sell my stuff before the end. Okay. All right. Here come for those who are quite tech junkie and interest. I also just happened to joining what is called Insight Timer. It's a mobile famous application that using for many people around the world, especially on the Westerner. They call this Insight Timer. It's free, and you can search for the teachers. It's called LP Pisit. Okay, this is I also posting my guided meditation. You can use it anytime. It's free of charge, of course. I don't get anything out of that. But if you want to donate to me, don't go into the app. Come here in person. Ready at any time. Okay, so that's one thing for this advertising Insight Timer. Okay, and if you are also looking for the community, I also do the live record almost every week. Here it's on my channel called Great Teaching Monk. I was gonna go to good meditation, good teaching and meditation, but hey, starting with this for the show, so it's go with that. But anyway, this is where you can search on YouTube, free of charge, of course. And here too, our activity in our temple. Between February 17 and 19, there is the program called Temple Stay. Maybe you meditate, but what is simple life is like? Come to the temple. Maybe you can find the experience once in a lifetime. 1 day or 2 days is fine, depending on how you negotiate with Patrick. So enjoy after this, okay? Or if you feel, 2 days too much, how about 1 day meditation workshop here, 26 from 9 to 5 p.m. Of course, food also provide, but remember, Thai food. Okay, if you feel, I want some breakfast, some England, no problem. You can bring your own too. But free food is not bad, right? Okay. Next, 28th of February, we also have once a month reflection, sharing your meditation experience. You can use this as a way to check how you progress, writing down your meditation experience every day, and also come sharing with us. Maybe we can help each other out. This is one way to help each other for the meditation and progress in your practice. And for those of you who are looking for a special meditation day, I don't want to let everyone miss. This is online in case I think we have full moon meditation in person too, but I just got here, so I don't have information yet. But for now, for online, for those of you who are unable to come on the date that we arrange in person, you can also join online full moon. This is for across the whole European continent. So many people who don't have the teaching monk, they will come join online at that time. So for the next full moon will be on March 7 on Tuesday. So looking forward to meet everyone. I'm thinking that could be broadcasting online and also in here in person as well. So all right, everyone, thank you very much for your time. Is that all? Oh yes, Spring Meditation Retreat, March 17 to 19. All right, everyone. So if you feel like, I am good now, I'm looking for a place to meditate, this is the time. Because sometimes when you meditate once a week, it's also good. But if you find yourself want to continue further and longer, this is how you can also achieve and experience on this meditation retreat. And hopefully it's not cold though. All right. Is that all? That's the end, everyone. All right. I'm selling my stuff. If there's any further more question, Patrick will be answered at the end. All right. Thank you very much for your time. All right.